tonight at 9:30. It's The Amazing Race, followed by WJZ News coming up at 11. There you go. We will have The Amazing Race. There it is. And we thank you so much for joining us at noon today.
Oh, my hair is a wreck.
Stay dry, and we hope to see you again starting at 4 o'clock.
And we will be streaming weather on the top.
Want the fastest working GLP-1?
Okay, so we got a good app here. Yay, Tracy. Sorry, it's been a whole saga with my TV. And it's just ongoing. I cannot get any antenna reception out here, so local news has been a no. I never realized that I could watch one of the channels right here on my TV. Yep, just discovered that. So that's a thing. Check your Roku TVs if you can't watch local news for whatever reason. It helps if you know your station's origin, like CBS, NBC, Fox, but most of them have an app apparently. I have good news today, though. I'm waiting for everybody to get in here, because I don't want to have to keep repeating it too much. But I'm excited. Hello, everybody coming in. You'll have my attention in just 1 second. I'm just looking for something for noise in the background. Okay, so maybe this isn't the best for live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Good morning, Angie. Well, afternoon here, but same difference. Oh, yay. So I finally got what I wanted, and now it sucks. That's okay. I am doing great. I have good news when it comes to school. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to be on live, though, because we have some massive storms, and it's really getting dark. But I'm going to be here for a little bit, as long as I can. I'm just waiting for more people to come in so I can say what happened today. Let's just watch Dateline. There we go. That's a good background noise thing. I'm good, Ashley, and you? I don't blame you. We weren't supposed to be seeing them here until like 3 o'clock, but apparently that was a lie, because it's getting quite dark. I don't want to show too much so that you can't ID me, but you can see how like gloomy that sky looks. And I think I'm home alone or mostly alone, and I have no idea where candles or anything are if the lights go out. Yeah, they were saying like 2 to 3. They was going to hit Baltimore at like noon, and then it was going to hit the Eastern Shore and Delaware area like between 2 and 4. But it's already windy. It's getting dark. My phone was already having connectivity issues walking, so we'll see. But if I just randomly disappear, that's what happened, and I will see you all next time. But I see a good number here. I went to class today. Going to be thunderstorms too. Amanda, I don't know. I have some little candles in my room. I just got to find my lighter and hope that it works. But I went to class today, and I think I told you all that they had put me back to pre-GED to kind of squeeze me in and give me a chance to absorb the information better. I don't like the way this light makes it look. We'll just deal with this. So, the teacher today was looking at my test scores from the rehab. Are we talking like when I have an endless budget or just in general, Ashley? So she's looking through my test scores and she's asking me why I'm in this class, and I explained, and she's like, let me talk to the lady in charge because I'm not sure, why you're here. Long story short, I add a regular GED class next week. Thank you, Bree. I am on track to be in college by January, so long as I pass my GED. I will be rolling to do two GED classes once I'm sure I'm okay with the math. And then I'll be doing a transition class. So I've moved up way faster than I thought I would. Hey, Brandy. Thank you, Kim. So Endless, I really love the woodwick candles just because the noise is comforting and it's like a fire in your fireplace, which I've always wanted. I want to do social work and addictions counseling. I can't sit down, Ashton. I have ADHD, and if I sit down, I kids go crazy. But yeah, Endless would be like woodwicks. Yankee candles are good for the smell. They smell amazing. But if we're talking cheap candles that, I would buy on a daily, Walmart has these 3-wick candles that are literally like $4 or $5 that smell so good. They compare to Yankee in my mind, or in my opinion. And if I lit it in this room, you would smell it all through the upstairs. Like, they're very good with scent. I think they're even mainstay brand. Thank you, Worry. I love you too. But all in all, I'm really excited about school. I meet with the counselor next week to talk about scholarships to move over to the GED class because it is paid. I can't, since I had the baby, I cannot sit still. I'm so used to being up chasing him, I just can't shake it. Thank you, Brandy. So excited. I'm really excited for the transition class to really give me a taste to make sure this is something I can do. But geometry is still kicking my butt, but I did good today, so there's that. Congrats on 10 years, and thank you for your prayers. I didn't even know they had those. I used to like the oil lamps. Those are good for having in storms. And I had one and it got stolen when I was homeless. Thanks, Ash. My necklace is all wrapped around my choker. Oh, you got your hands full. There. Thank you, Wendy. I went up on my methadone too, and I'm feeling a lot better there. So things are coming together this week. Oh, Lord. Just throw the kitchen sink in there, Ash. He is at daycare right now because it's a class day, and to keep him for class, I have to send him. To keep the scholarship for classes, I have to send him every day. But I bet you wouldn't have it any other way, right? He's your 5th child. I'd say he counts. He loves it. No, I've never done subs. I'm on methadone and have been since October 26th of 2023. Yeah. He is 16 months now and just started walking 2 days ago with his little push toy. Not fully, completely by himself, but with his little walker push toy. I know. I was joking with his dad today and said now it's time for another one because I'm so used to a baby in the house I can't be without one. I didn't mean it. It was a joke. Girl, I feel like yesterday I found out I was pregnant with him. I found out I was pregnant on February 12th and broke it to you guys on the 21st. And the 21st, the breaking video just showed up in my memories at the end of February. And when it said 2 years old, I cried. I cannot believe it's been 2 years since I got pregnant. Yeah, I better stop that then, because I don't want babies until we're in our own place. Hey, Jules. I think I had one too many monsters today. My brain is just a zoom, 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 zoom. Isn't it? I saw a lady. It's a female OB doctor who does YouTube videos, and she helped me so much watching her videos when I was pregnant. And she said she never tells her patients that they can't get pregnant so long as they have at least one ovary and a uterus. There is never a never. There is always a chance. And that resonates. Girl, you better catch up. Red Bull don't even work for me anymore. Celsius tastes good but doesn't do anything. I don't know how to take that sticker down. I stopped the fundraiser because it wasn't going anywhere. We are working on a car, but I need to get a job together first. Yeah, exactly. Do you know I was active for 17 years and only had 4 total pregnancies? 5? The one at 17, the one when I got homeless, the one with his dad, and then, 4. I haven't tried the Alanis yet. I hear they're good, though. Although going to college, I might have to work on that sooner because I think part of my classes are a good way away. I'm going to a satellite branch, or satellite, what do they call them? A satellite, don't correct me. Satellite location, I think is what it's called.
That was his source of pride. And at that point, it was the only
Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Laurie. God said you needed one more. I don't know, Wendy. Hey, B. I am working on grasping satellite campus. Thank you. It was driving me crazy. The main campus is like a 15, 20-minute drive away, so we might have to do that for that. But as far as the GED, hold my beer, Ash. I'm trying to wrap my head around geometry and some of the higher end math, the higher up algebra, and things that are the biggest parts of the GED. So it's going to depend on how fast I go in class. But watching my performance, the school is saying they are pretty confident that even with the transition class, I'll be in college by January. Thank you, Shauna. 16 months sober. That's how I'm seeing it. No rush. If it happens, it happens. It would be great to follow that, the plan and open with the winner. But if I don't, I don't. And it's all going to come down to how much work I do at home. They're working on getting me set up with a website that's like Khan Academy, but they can track my development too, so that would go to my scores. So that might help encourage me a little bit. But mostly I just do Khan Academy. Thanks, Ash. As far as I'm aware, I'm going to be the first in the family ever to go to college. Thank you, Amy, and you too. Thank you, Shauna. It's exciting. It is so exciting. And to just see where I was just 5 years ago compared to now, 6 years ago, because I started TikTok in 2019, like, it's night and day. Amen, Wendy. Thanks for the follow, Shauna. Like, I don't have a choice. I made a promise. I break that promise. I already know what's going to happen. Thanks, Ash. Even for me, like, when I came on here, I was stick skinny. I had, at that point, been using for 5 years. Going on 6, actually, or right around 6 when I started posting. Because I started in 2014. Okay, so I used for 9 years. So I was, 4. That's right. Congratulations, Lenny, and happy birthday. Or happy sober birthday. Thank you, guys. Hey, Anna. Thanks, Justine. I started posting, I think, September 2019. Then I asked to hit 1,000 for my birthday that year, and I did. And then in February, I came out about being an addict and had every intention of doing what I was doing and coming through, because I was on such crap that I thought it was going to be easy. And I cut down very quickly and didn't do the work. And then was afraid to say I failed. And it was downhill from there. He's doing good. He was happy this morning and was pigging down his breakfast when I dropped him off before I ever left. So you must have followed me somewhere between October and December. Probably closer to December, because I started asking, I think, in November. I came to terms, but it took me a lot longer to break down and get the help. And when I got worse, I definitely didn't see that I got worse. I honestly thought I was still doing just as good as I was. So, yeah, there's that. Well, thank you, Shauna. Thanks, Ev. I'm glad y'all stuck around, too, because I feel like it's an amends to you to show me making it out the other side when y'all saw me solo, if that makes sense. Thank you, Kayla. Like, you watched so many nights where you were terrified or thought you had to call for help that I feel like you deserve to see me thriving, too. Thanks, Nina. Yes, it is. And it's by remembering that it's easier to hold on to it. Is it perfectly easy? Hell no. But it makes it a little easier. Thank you, Ray. Yep. And of course, the pressure needed to be added too. Thanks, Trinity. Michelle, nobody will be able to show her until she's ready. That's something I don't think many people understood with me either. If she came back from them 3 days away and went right back, she's just not ready. He's good, Callie, thank you. And how are you? Thank you for the follow. It really was. Like, to the point that I'm surprised it's only been 6 years. 5.5. That's good. Rehab did a lot to get me ahead. They pushed me to use my health benefits the best that I could while I could. Urged me to get my teeth fixed. Urged me to get my glasses. Helped me put it all together. So that helped me get ahead. Those 15 months in rehab were more like 3 years in the real world, in my opinion. I achieved a lot more in rehab than I would have out, in, as far as I'm concerned or aware. Especially when it comes to like looking at the trauma and learning how to deal with it. It wasn't so much talking about it that helped as it was learning to cope. We spent 15 months working on that, and still, I need more work. Exactly, Wendy. It's hard. You wish you could shake them. I wish I could save everybody right now that's out there not doing good. If I could just walk around and show them and that was that easy, I'd be out on the streets every day. But it's not. Even the people that I know and who know me, who are still in the cycle, it's not enough to wake them up. Thank you, Nina. For me, it was my baby. So, a couple things happened that led to it. I had spent the pregnancy telling myself, I'll fix it tomorrow. I'll go tomorrow. This thing is in the way, but I'll do it tomorrow. That was always my coping mechanism, was tomorrow. And then mid-October, I was coming down. There was 2 more appointments left. I didn't know it, but there would have been 2 more appointments left before I had the baby. And they started pressing for a drug test. And it set in for me that it's the last chance and I'm done. And so I started dodging, and I did miss the last 2 doctor's appointments. I went to every single one, every sonogram, every doctor appointment until then. And I went and got on the methadone October 26th. I was told that I was going to be induced on the 1st. And of course, you know, the rumor is it's going to be out of your system in 3 days, right? So here I was thinking I was on it and I would detox and I would show I was trying and everything would be okay. I could still save it. I could still somehow turn this for the better. I fucked up, but I can unfuck it up. And instead, it stayed in my system for damn near 4 weeks. And yeah, there was that. But I did a medical supported detox in labor, and they helped get my methadone level, working with my clinic. And here I am. CPS got called, obviously, because number 1, there was methadone. That's an immediate call. But number 2, there was illegals too. So that's another definite call. And they came in and they were like, you know, you're making progress. We're liking seeing this, but we need to know that you mean it. Like, hey. Their original request was just to maintain clean urines for 30 days to close the case. And I got out of the hospital Monday. So I would have gone that Tuesday and asked my clinic about rehabs and options and where I could go. I wanted somewhere far away from where I was. I wanted somewhere that I could rebuild my life and not have the triggers. And it worked. By Wednesday, we had a place lined up. I was within the waiting list within 2 days, I think, if that. And I was there by the next Tuesday. And I went into rehab 2 weeks sober, 2 weeks and 1 day sober, and have not used since October 30th. Yes, I am. I'm on methadone. But that is the story of how I got here and what clicked for me. Thank you, Jordan. I will also say I had one time that I almost relapsed. that was the closest I've ever come, that I'm not just talking, I could do it, where I actually had the plan. And I'm grateful that in the moment I went and told somebody instead of doing it, because I probably really would have screwed up myself then. Just one, Jay. All right, Ash. Love you too, and I sure will. Congrats on 7 years, Jordan. I had to leave him. I did have to leave the baby with his dad for 3 weeks while we settled and got his space at the rehab. When I regret that, I wish that I could have just taken him straight in. But beggars can't be choosers, and if I wanted to do what I wanted to do. That's funny, because I wasn't even live a few months ago. I just started coming live in the last 2 weeks. Thank you. So, yep, he came and has spent every day by my side since December 4th of 2023. And at no point was he taken from me. There was no courts involved. There was no custody switches. He stayed my baby the whole time. And only because I was doing the right thing, even though it was late. But I did it. For real. The last time anybody would have seen me doing that on Nod would have been, on live, would have been in 2023. Thank you. I don't know what, I guess I'll just call you Webb. Amen, Vanessa. So far, I've made it 16 months, Jay. Don't do lives unless you have a very thick skin. I'll tell you that right now. People will come in just to be nasty, just because it's amusing. Yep. It is the truth. No, because in my head, I really believed I wasn't having a problem. 10/30/23. I'm glad I did too, Donna. They do amazing things. Yes, he gets to see his dad. Hey, Heidi. How you been doing, babe? Honestly, I'm not saying this to be rude or mean, but with the hate attached to me, I think that would be a bad idea for you starting out. I wouldn't want people to come and attack you because of my past. Yes, most states have an automatic call law on methadone, and it's just for CPS to verify it's legitimate. Keep an eye on you, make sure you're doing good. Thank you. Still, Heidi. That is, how long has it been now? Thank you, Jay, and congrats on 2 years.
You're not the first person to ask me. I bet. I definitely thought about it. But I think I'm very balanced though.
I know, but when I tell you that it would be bad, believe me when I say it would be bad. I do not say no lightly. He came out fine. Thank God. He did not withdraw from the methadone, probably because how short of a time I was on it before he was born, and probably from detoxing in labor. He had no detox from the illegals. He was in my room as soon as I came out of ICU. Damn, it's been a while, Heidi. I'm so sorry. Hello, Effie. Hey, Kelly. Congrats on 15 months. You're right behind me, Nina. I just hit 16th. The 16-month mark. Congrats on 27 years, Donna. Thank you, and I'll be sending prayers and good vibes for your kidney, babe. It's just ridiculous how long you've had to wait. I know, it's not something available, but still, the medical system is a hard thing to deal with.
We're just happy to have you back.
Now see, that's why I made a call and found out I'm eligible.
Okay. Just believe me, I've had windows busted, people follow me to stores. I don't say it lightly.
Take a medical plan or something?
He is doing great, Trip. Just started walking. At least with his little pusher toy. I don't know why I always gotta push, like, that helps, but I'm good, AJ, and you?
Call 800-783-0306 now and see if you qualify for up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses.
Thank you. I just found out from school today they had put me back to adult education to give me the better ability to absorb, but they're already liking my performance so much that I start regular GED classes next week in addition to the adult ed, and they believe I can be in college by January if I keep up the way I'm going. And they do the testing there, so they would know, like, the probability. I'm glad to hear that, and thank you. Thanks, Mama. Thank you, Donna. Oh my God, Nina, I am so sorry. Congrats, Day. I want to go for social work and addictions counseling. Thank you, Laura. Believe it or not, so many women are afraid of the system. They are afraid of CPS. They're afraid of the hospitals. They're afraid to get care because of the situations they're in. Hey, Jay. Thank you, Gracie. So many women are scared of that. And so I would like to be the worker that I wish I'd have had when I was in that position. He's at daycare. I think it's weird people come in and just ask where my baby is. Don't say hi or anything. Just, where's your baby? That's a little odd. We share a bathroom. 16 months. We are, Lauren. Thank you.
Someone has to defend Mom.
I also think it's weird that they come on and they'll say the same thing about jobs. Like, it's weird. Congrats on 13 years. I know. 2 years ago. Can you believe it? Hey, Har, how are you? And thank you. Yep, I never saw a high, so. There's 7 of us here. But we have 2 bathrooms, so it's not terrible. Thanks, guys. You're welcome, Mama. I'm getting ready to hit 18 months, and I can't believe it. Like, it feels like just yesterday I found out I was pregnant. It feels like the day after that I got clean. And here I am with a 16-month-old, just hit 16 months sober. And in sober living, the single lowest level of care possible. Hey, Tina. Yep. And that's why I want to help others, because it could be this easy for so many and fear stops it. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Nicole. I am very proud of me. And I'm proud of my little boy, and I'm glad every day that I chose him. Even on the days he makes me want to tear my hair out, I love him to death and wouldn't change it for the world. Plus, there's such a stigma. I had a nurse who actually refused me a re-up on my epidural, which kept failing, probably because of the methadone, because she thought I was just chasing substance. And I spent hours in pain that didn't need to be spent in pain. The hospital had already verified everything and had it arranged, and she still made me suffer because I was an addict.
As she was leaving, he said to her,
Thanks, AJ.
"For your mother."
I won't. I've done a lot.
He had to leave right after his testimony. Vancouver to his college graduation. That very same day. It was such a run.
What's BS, Megan? Yep. And they're afraid that they're going to automatically lose their child and there's no way to get them back. And in some states, there's prison sentences. To the extent of when you find out you're pregnant, if anything is in your system, you can face charges. And you didn't even know that you were pregnant. And those are the things I want to change. I want to give people a chance to get better. Give them a chance to have education. Give them a chance to have a chance. Give them a chance to utilize CPS in the way that it was meant to be instead of just taking their child. Thank you, Heather. He's good, Lizzie. Yeah, I realized that after I asked. I did not know that and dealt with her. And that's exactly it. Like, the one thing that I would like to change is after I went back for my 6-week checkup. I don't know if you know, but most places want you to have your 6-week checkup at the doctor's where your baby was born, so that they know exactly what they're looking for. Damage that was done, stitches that were needed, things like that. So when I went back for my 6-week, I saw the same doctor who'd given me my care through the 9 months of my pregnancy. And she was talking about how bad I was at the end and how bad I looked. But never once did they let on that they knew I was lying. Never once did they let on that I was under suspicion. They did more sonograms, and that was it. We need the hospitals to offer help, tell people where to go, align them with clinics. When I finally asked for help, I got that. And maybe part of it was hoping that they didn't chase the people away, but I think of the damage it could have done to my son. That's quite an assumption to make, and again, without even saying hello, we jump onto an accusation. Nope, I am 16 months sober. But those are the things I would like to see changed. Thank you. Thank you, Shelby. Good morning, Nicole. Honestly, yes, I have moderators. Hey, Jackie. Thank you, XO. Well, I'm glad I don't have a reason for you to worry anymore. The reason they're upset is because it could trigger more than just me. One thing people don't realize is a lot of my viewers are users as well. And some of them aren't very far into recovery, and that could very well trigger them. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Melissa. But I don't know what I'll be able to do to change those things. Yep. I am finishing up my classes. Once I'm confident with the math, I'll be taking it, but they think I can be done and in college by January. Yeah, I don't ever use my Snap. Thank you, Tanya. My baby's been with me pretty much the whole journey. Yep. Hello would have been nice. And yes, I am sober. I know. I go through moods where I'll be on it all the time, and then I just don't. Thank you, Kelly. I definitely wouldn't be able to do school if I wasn't sober. I can tell you that right now. Well, thank you, Laura. Mostly I want to use what I've been through for a guide to help others, if that makes sense. That's kind of how I'm doing, Bobby, but right now geometry's kicking my behind. I am very proud. And honestly, one of the places I'm thinking about working with is CPS. They have a peer support system I would like to be involved with. And I could work as a social worker with them too, with that education. Because surprisingly, my worker was very understanding. She was so amazing that we still send messages now and then to her, like giving updates to the baby, sending her pictures. I need to send her the video of him walking. But that's how good she was. Her boss? Mm-mm. Thanks, Nicole. Thank you, Keith. They don't, and they're very judgmental. I asked questions, and she didn't like it. The supervisor didn't like it and said that basically if I didn't shut up, that she was going to go ahead and turn the case around and take my child like you deserve and take it through the court system because I asked questions. I asked what my choice in rehab would change moving forward. I sure can, Jen. I hope things get better, and you know I'm here if you need to talk. And basically, it was just asking, like, you wanted 30 days of UAs and IOP. What is going to change now that I'm doing this? Absolutely, Megan. I would do it unmedicated before I did it again. Hey, Tracy. But it's just those assumptions that they keep people from wanting to talk and they keep people from reaching out for help. And it's part of would help me rationalize not getting help. I'll just get treated like that again. I'll be shut down again. I'm just worthless to them. Hello from Delaware, Lynn. And there was a lot of times where I felt like, I'll be keeping an eye out for it, and you're welcome. Hey, Tiff. I don't know. There's a lot that needs to be changed nationwide, and I don't know how one person could do it, except maybe if we got together and used our platforms and used the power behind social media. But that's why they don't want us to have it. You know, one of the things that really took away the rush of abuse there was telling people the truth and that I was abusing, and it took away the secrets, and the secrets was a lot of the rush. So if we're doing something like harm reduction or counseling for those who are still using, how many could we save? Thank you, Sherry. Like, for real, how many more could we save? We're only as sick as our secrets. But anyway, that's what I'm kicking my ass for and going to school for, and that's what my plans are moving forward. If I can't change it all on a national level, I can start locally and make sure that somebody who needs support can have it. Sorry, babe, I got ADHD. Thank you, Happy. Or Happily, I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you both. You know, I didn't realize how much it clouds your thinking or how much damage it did until I got sober. I forget the stupidest, silliest little things. I will be talking and completely lose what I was saying. And some of it is ADHD, yes, but I'm pretty sure there's damage there too. My memory is shot. Well, thank you for never giving up on me. To be honest, I never thought I'd be here. I had given up. I honestly thought I was just going to lose my baby and this was going to be my life until I wasn't alive. And I'm glad that I got out. Thank you, Virgo. And the one thing I say would help with those that are online in that same position would be to stop. I never lost him. I had to leave him with his dad for 3 weeks, but he was never taken from me. Hey, Jamie, thank you. I am Jess. Congrats on 18 years and thank you. Thank you, A+. 16 months. You're welcome. And as far as stopping these, I got sober during labor. Because I said, Dad, you have to take him while I get myself better. I can't have him in the rehab until they make space, so can you take him? Just like any other co-parenting situation would work. We're still together. Hey, thanks, Jamie. But we do good about sharing. Oh my God. And nothing prepares you for how crazy your emotions are when you come off. Well, thank you. But if, like 3 times I'm going to say this and lost my track and come back, so hopefully I can get it out. Everybody talking about those who are online and still in that position. If we stopped with the awareness pages, people would stop being led to them. Just saying. Hey, Kay, thank you, and I am. I thought H, but F, honestly. Girl, I am still getting out of the tail end of postpartum. It was insane. All CPS wanted for me to close the case was originally 30 days of IOP and 30 days of clean P. And that was it. And then I added and went to rehab. I only have my son. I agree. Yep, I learned that the hard way, Nicole. Hey, Kara. Personally, I feel like all of them, whether it's scammers or users or whatever, by putting them out there, you're attracting more people into there. I did, but it was a false alarm. It was a faulty test. Not only that, but the more you post, the more people want to see. And the more people you make feel bad. And the more people you make feel like I'm going to give you money out of spite. Or the people who come just to tear you down on purpose and who send massive amounts of money to you just to watch you fall. Thank you, Melanie. Yep. I honestly don't know how I made it through the things I went through. The people befriending me just to get information and stabbing me in the back. The people who took advantage of the fact I was too inebriated to be safe and used that information in detrimental ways. People showing up to my house. My window got busted. People sharing texts. People sharing the sonogram pictures that had the hospital name on it because I trusted them, which led to me being doxxed while I was literally fighting for my life. There's a lot. Thank you, Overlay. Like, a lot. And they like to say they're not clout chasers, but one of the definitions of a clout chaser is to create trouble with somebody who has more followers or likes or views than you do. I'm good, Shelby, and you? I agree, Anna. Thank you, Mia. But see, I don't know why so many people were shocked. I guess they really thought I was lying or faking it when I would get all those calls on lives. As soon as they knew I had the work phone and I had to... I understand, Nicole. I understand. As soon as they'd realize I had the work phone and had to answer, they would blow it up. And a lot of people couldn't. And I guess it was easier to believe I was faking it or lying than it was to believe I was living it. And I've been sent screenshots of a Discord where girls were texting me, scaring the crap out of me, telling me my ex-husband was at the hotel where I was staying while they're laughing about it in Discord. Imagine what that did to a DV survivor. Thanks, Shelby. It's getting ready to be bad here too, Lil. It's raining now. Like, people have actually asked me to write a book or write like an essay or something about what I have been through, just because it seems so ridiculous that nobody believes it. But I got proof, names, screenshots, videos. I do too, Lil, and I'm home alone with no idea what to do if the lights go out. We do too, Anna. Where I'm at, I'm like right at the edge of the bay, so not in a good position. They do. But that is when we get into the difficult line that I think many NA members don't follow. And that is minding your own side of the street or your own side of the fence. You can know or suspect somebody is using and walk away. And that's okay. But by making their sobriety the point of your interest all the time, you're not working on your recovery and there's something wrong. In fact, NA pushes the belief that when you're doing that, there is something within your own recovery that needs work. Thank you, and congrats on 8 years. I don't even know where our basement is, and we have them too. It's like, it's not drizzle, but it's not pouring either. It's like in the middle. I'll probably forget, but okay, Megan.
With affordable tuition and job placement assistance, you can start your new career faster than you think. Come see for yourself all that Dawn has to offer. Dawn Career
Damn.
is the choice for career training.
You know, the only reason I didn't get away with it on social media was because the amount of hours that I spent online. If I had been more controlled, I probably could have gotten away with it. I want snow. Oh, it's coming because it's, let me see if I can. See how it's wet? And you can hear the cars coming by too. Girl, I look back at videos, pictures. My baby daddy did finally admit that he suspected, but he thought that I would get better when I was ready. Where are you at? I'm coming to live there. Yes, I do. $170 a week. That's why I'm back on lives, so that I can do tarot readings, and also the gifts coming in helps too. I got that today, so I don't really have to worry about tarot, so we can have a chat live. Yes, we did. But until I can get hired, I got to do something to make the rent. And so far, I'm doing pretty good. Me too. I have no energy. We are, Mom. I hope you are too. It's $170 a week. So in a normal 4-week month, it's $680. And in a 5-week month, it is $850. But I have the double rooms. I'm in a huge place, huge kitchen, 2 bathrooms. I'm in an Oxford house. I'm not in rehab. Thank you, Melly. I think it is. And I'm by myself with my baby. If you're going to approach somebody, you're going to hate me for what I'm about to say, but you got to meet them where they're at. You got to say, honey, I love you. These damn puzzles to stay active because I'm not doing their freaking games. Thank you, Michelle. Typically, places called Mommy and Me are actually rehab facilities. Oxford House is a sober living house, which is the difference. This is meant to get us back into the rituals and habits of the real world and not the enclosed, protected environment that a rehab is. But yeah, as far as meeting up, yep. The only thing that I have to do is random UAs when I'm asked. That is the only care. I can talk to the other girls when I need help, but they are not up my butt. They don't force me to. No. I'm on my own here. It's just like real life, only instead of having roommates that are just randomly with me, it's roommates who know what it is to be like I am. And I was telling somebody about meeting them where they are. Yes. Is that not around anymore? I have 2 rooms to myself. It also pushes them down, Nicole. You got to meet them where they are. You can let them know that you see them. I would actually say, yes, I see you. I know there's some stuff going on, but I'm here for you. Just don't give them money. If they want food, give them food. You don't have to trust them. You don't have to let them in your house, but meet them where they are. Don't get up their butt telling them they have a problem because it's going to push them away. Don't get up their butts telling them they need help. Same thing. Approach them the way you would a sick family member as opposed to approaching them like an addict. Tough love almost killed me. Thank you, Lash. My main triggers are around home back in Baltimore, which is why I won't go back there.
Every 20 minutes, every hour, we send a message. Please call me. I love you.
I'm speaking from my own experience. All those people shaming me on the internet pushed me further. All those people who cut me off pushed me further. It was the people who knew what I was doing, who still loved me, who were still there to talk and support, that helped me get the courage and the strength to do what I needed to do. Yes, I still get triggers. Mostly the methadone helps with it, though. Hey, Chada. But triggers are always going to be a thing. Like, they don't just stop. Thank you, Christy. Exactly, Virgo. Well, hello to you too, Shelby. I'm sure that's how you introduce yourself to every group of people you talk to. I'm 16 months sober, for your information. But perhaps consider a less rude way to ask a question like that if you're going to ask it at all. Thank you, Chada. See, I don't like the color of this lighting and it's getting dark. I don't mind people asking, but it's like, wow, at least say hi first. You know, maybe rephrase it in a better way. Thank you, April. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Nicole. Exactly. And I have the support. Thank you, Ames. Man is doing good. He just started walking with his little push toy. He's growing up way too fast. I can't believe it's not just yesterday that I had him. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Raggedy. Exactly, Ashlyn. He is 16 months old now. Yep, a 16-month-old. Thank you, Boston, and congrats on 3.5. Yes, I'm for real. I don't share him. There is a picture with hearted out eyes on my Facebook, but I don't share his full face. I'm glad, April, and thanks for having the concern. Hey, Raina. This is a place where I stay as long as it takes for me to get the means to get in my own place. I don't graduate. Yes, that's how. Anytime I'm on the phone, I have to pace. We are, Britt. How are you? He is up to my belly button. Yes, he is still blabbermouth, and now he yells too. He doesn't just talk, but he yells and smacks to emphasize his point. I wouldn't be surprised if this man, he's a baby. I'm used to calling him man. But I would not be surprised if this baby ends up in, like, Congress or something because the way he smacks the tables, or judge, something like that. I'm working on getting better meds for my ADHD. Hopefully then it stops. But that is one thing using did help with. I had it to some extent, but it helped tone it down. It also helped with the anxiety. But that doesn't mean do it. It's not a good thing to do. See, I have this wooden table my TV's on, and he stands in front of it and smacks the table. Oh, yeah. He bites, pinches, smacks, pulls my nose, pulls my hair, yanks my glasses off my face. When I say ow, he laughs. When I ignore it, he does it more. He's done something to the back of my left arm, and it hurts every time my shirt brushes it. And I think it's a bruise. I can't see, but it hurts. I have video proof, Chatta. Oh, yeah, he growls. He tells me he wants his bottle like this. Baba. Have you talked to a professional, Amber? Not so much the pinching. Not so much the pinching, but he does on accident sometimes. Actually, one of the good things has been daycare works with them to avoid that. So he's actually gotten a little bit better since he's been there. They have a 0 hit tolerance policy. And so far, it's getting better. So far. No, it's not bruised, but it's like, you see that big red patch? I don't know what the hell happened, if it's something I did, but it hurts. Hey, Lauren. Yes. I'm prepared. I hear they sort of grow out of it soon. Send me the snow, Lauren. I'll take it over this rain any day. Not that I'm aware of. I haven't shown any symptoms of shingles. Now that is crazy. We've started getting spring temperatures, but we're starting to, when it does get cold, it's only like 40s. That is part of why I did not go the BF route. I was afraid of that. And I couldn't, but yeah. Oh, Lord, I would be nervous too. I would be very nervous. He's a good boy, though. Like, I know it sucks, but you have to keep trying. The other thing I've done is like work with a therapist for coping, but I end up stimming, making weird faces, making weird noises, so I don't know how well that's actually worked. I'll have somebody look at it here and see what they say, Angie. I am in Delaware, Raina. Hey, Samantha, thank you. I'm good, G, and you? School scares me, period, but I know he needs it, and looking at what I went through from homeschooling, I plan to keep him there. But I will do my best for the best schools. Thanks, Angie. I hope it's not too. It's just that one spot, so I don't know. Hey, Alexis, thank you. Well, thank you, Raina. I went through it, and I'm now like on 5 different meds for it. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Give it time, because it doesn't fix overnight. Thank you, Hannah, and congrats on 3 years. Well, Raina, DM me, and maybe we can work something out. I don't want my exact location known, but maybe we can work out a meeting place or something. That's good, Lauren. Thank you, Beck. I am on, get your pens and papers out, Wellbutrin, Paxil, Lamictal, Latuda, hydroxyzine. The Wellbutrin started as an off-label ADHD treatment. It doesn't work. I want to try Strattera, but I have to go through a test process that somehow just keeps getting pushed off. Well, let me know, Raina. I'll be here. It does help me a lot with my anxiety and depression, though. It does. It's just not the ADHD part. And it took the best part of a year to find this mix. I have not. Once we found what worked, I've been hesitant to change it. Ooh, that would not be fun. They just put me, or my doctor just put me on Mounjaro for diabetes, so thankfully it's helped some of the weight gain. But I think I got to go up to the 5 dose, because the 2.5 is just like a starter. But I don't see her until the end of the month, because it's starting to not work as good. But I don't know, I've slimmed down a little. Type 2. Took a lot to get my insurance to cover it, and when I got the box, I see why, because it's freaking it's freaking $1,200 for that 4-count box. Thanks, Raina. I don't feel healthy. I can't breathe. My joints hurt. I'm a little too big for my frame. I can prove it. You want to see the sticker? I can cover the info and show you the price. I could not believe it when I seen that. And remember, this is a diabetes medicine. It saves lives. The weight loss thing just was a happy side effect. This is supposed to be to treat people's diabetes. It really is. I'm lucky my insurance covers it and I only pay $3. Shh, I bet you do, Ashlyn. I couldn't inject myself all the time like that. Hell, I put my Mounjaro in the thigh because it was time to cycle off my stomach. It bruised so damn bad. But of course they didn't, because they realized there was a hell of a market and lots of money to be made. Nope. Mounjaro targets 2 receptors for diabetes. They have a brand called Zepbound that is specifically for actual weight loss. That's the same medication. Ozempic is also for diabetes, but has a harder weight loss side effect. And Ozempic's weight is, I forget. Ozempic and Mounjaro are the brand names for diabetes, and then the other ones are off. So does Mounjaro. That's where I get into the side effects and issues that come from it. I had to actually get a script for Zofran because it's so bad. It took me about a month of fighting with my insurance. I know. Yeah, Trulicity, yep. Or Trulicity, whichever way it is. Mounjaro is not only for weight loss either, but that was what it was developed for, was for diabetes. And then they kind of just realized, and it took off, and it's led to shortages and all kinds of mess. I wish they'd given me the dissolvable ones, because that's a lot easier to take than the swallow ones when you're nauseous. It's hard. I have a doctor who doesn't give up, though, especially because I was getting life-threatening highs. And it was good. It had me down in the 90s, and now it's starting to creep back up to the hundreds. So, and the weight loss has stopped. The appetite suppression has stopped. I did have morning sickness, but I never really threw up until I got a bad batch of stuff in the summer and couldn't stop. I believe that too. The only one I like better than dissolvable is the IV. That is funny. Hey, Gina. Oh, it's starting to get really dark out there. He is doing great. Getting too big, started walking behind his little push toys. Like, he's growing up too fast. Somebody give me my baby back. Yes, walking. We just call him Man Man online. I don't share his full name. I've never said if he was a junior or not. That I remember, I've never said anything but his nicknames. Man, man, manly man, manliest man. Buttaboo, bugaboo, baby love. And that's just a small. His dad calls him Baba. Because that's all he said for a long time was just Baba for everything. And he tells me he can't change his name because he made that name up himself. That's okay. Babies, the way my doctor explained it to me, or my pediatrician, is that milestones are things they look for, but it's not a guideline. They wouldn't be worried unless it's like a year old and not crawling. Exactly. Man Man didn't start until he was he didn't really start until he was about 9 months old. And then he army crawled. For months, he army crawled. He actually only just started crawling on his knees maybe about 4 months ago. Like, he would army crawl around, but he didn't do the typical hands and knees. He's been walking holding hands since he's about 10 or 11 months. Oh, mine's tall and skinny, like his daddy. 12-month pants are getting too short in the leg, but they're too big in the waist. Because he is built like his dada. Definitely didn't get the mama dumps. But since he's gone to daycare, it's really pushed him to pick up in his stuff. Hey, Fairy. Like being in daycare pushed him to work on his walking more. He didn't used to like to do it because he didn't like to fall. And then he started holding my hands all the time. And I couldn't sit him down. He'd stand up and wouldn't let me sit him down. And now he's walking. Ooh, girl. I can't tell you what to do. It's your choice. You are in for it. I will tell you that. Aww. We're still together, but we share responsibilities very well. I had thought I was, but we had a faulty test, so it was a false alarm. Thank you, Cheer. I am on Monday to Friday. Monday, for now, Tuesday, and Friday, I'm on around 11 a.m. Eastern. And then next week, it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It'll be after 12 p.m. Eastern. Those are school days. Mine started as really bad period cramps. And then, oh my God. The worst was when he moved down on my bladder. I really felt like it was going to explode. But I think for me, it was also heightened a little bit because I was in detox. Mine kept failing. And the doctor at my clinic said it was probably because of the methadone. So we had to keep topping it up with a different medication. The pump didn't work. It was not fun. You know, when I went shopping the day before I went in the hospital. And when I went in the hospital, I was every 2 to 3 minutes and didn't know. The only sign I had that I was having contractions was I kept feeling like I had to pee really bad and it would go away. You are one lucky biatch. I pushed 45 minutes and had to have an emergency C-section because he was sideways. Thank you, Amy. Now I will take advantage of the, I don't know, I'm torn because I would like to experience a natural birth. So that would be cool. But I think I would also like the elective C-section. I don't know. I might do a VBAC if I get pregnant again, just to see if I can do it this time. But I don't know. The healing pain of a C-section, like I was up and walking, and I don't know how that would compare to a regular. Like, I don't know which would hurt more. Let's put it that way. Hey, love it. Thank you. I am. He was absolutely healthy. The only thing, because we used a vacuum, he had a little bump on the top of his... Hello, nose. I so need to get that fixed. Where the hell is my tissues?
You should call now. We will check to see if there is a Part C plan available in your area with
Yeah, that's the side I used to snort from, and it's very damaged. Anyway, he had that little bump. I was the one that had the problems. I hemorrhaged and everything. I felt some of the burn when he started coming down and when she used the vacuum. Hey, Jen, thank you. Oh, the last month was miserable. Yes, I was. I actually went on methadone 4 days before I had gone into labor. Was not aware of it, probably because of using. Maybe because of my body, we're not sure. And detoxed in labor. Thank you, Kay. Most likely was because we detoxed in labor. Thank you, Smash. 16 months sober. I'm so proud of my little art. I gotta hang my 12 months up, but I'm so proud of my little artwork back here. I love it. It is so much more peaceful. It feels like home already. I need to break down these boxes still so he has his space back. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Lauren. I will smash. I am 2 months from getting my 18-month tag. Oh, thank you, Katie. Thank you, Jen. You guys popped off with the follows today, 23 of you. I think it was a good idea to make this one a chat live. When I do tarot, people just leave and that's it. It drops off. But chat lives tend to get the most push and people find me better. Thank you, Carrie. 16 months sober. Trying to make it to my normal 1.5 mark, and then I think I'm going to end it because it's getting dark. I'm hungry. And I want to beat the storms before they cut out the internet and get my phone charged in case it goes out. Thank you. You may have a fungal issue or you may have a vitamin issue. I would talk to your doctor. I'm not sure, Star. I know it should not be done alone. That's one of the few that can actually unalive you. And that's all I know about it. No more than I've been with the starred out eyes. Yes, it's windy here. So that's probably what's doing it then. Talk to your doctor about getting on supplements. Or work on drinking more whole milk. Because I have the same problem. I'm always low on vitamin D and calcium. My body just don't process it right. Oh, well, I'm sure they have a lactose-free that has plenty of vitamin D and calcium. Get calcium-added food wherever you can. I'm sorry you relapsed, but definitely do not do it alone. I've heard getting into rehabs is really hard. I'll bet it is. Maybe instead of a rehab, could you look into a detox and then go to a rehab from there? I don't know how easy that would be, if it would make it any easier. It's one of the few fatals. That, Benz's, and there's one more, and I always forget it. Okay, good. Honestly, I never thought I would push this, but maybe look into some AA meetings online to listen to. It'll help give you the faith that you can make it through, even if the program isn't for you, just listening to the stories. You'd be amazed what some of these people have gone through and made it out of. Although I have to restart my 90 and 90 for NA because I missed it last night because I didn't feel good. I was talking about that on live yesterday too, how weird I felt. I didn't get the full migraine, but I kept having that throbbing pain right here, and it just did not feel good yesterday. I didn't do any of my meetings. But it happens.
She was hysterical when she saw me for the first time. Of course, I was hysterical, and we ran.
It happens.
Each other and cried together.
An audio recorder in one of the FBI's
Every time we get a lull like this in the conversation, I hear Pink Floyd going, "Hello, is there anybody out there?" Congratulations. Yup, and I had an obligation at the house, and I haven't been to any meetings since Friday, in person. And then I screwed up my digital, but I'll restart. No biggie. I'm really trying to make it work this time. And so far, I'm winning. Yes, there has not been any headbutts or fights. There might be disagreements, but it's handled maturely. So, definitely not what rehab was, with all the backstabbing and drama. Congrats. I think it does. For me, I just needed practice. I think they had kind of advised me to not jump right up by myself anyway because the difficulty would be stressful. And I'm glad I listened because this has been stressful enough. But the next goal is to live as a family, so it sucks. We both want to do it right now, but he and I have agreed that as long as I feel like I need to be here, we will be here, and he'll just come over and spend time as he's able. I feel for him because he's missing so much of the baby, but he doesn't want to take him from me and upset him or me. Well, thank you, Lauren. I'll have my own place. I haven't given up faith, and I'm going to stay in the general area. If I go far, it won't be more than like 15, 20 minutes because I'm liking the peace. It's city life on a lower level, and it's lovable. But it's also better for the baby. He stresses out in Baltimore and all that noise, so a big city just would not be for him. This area, within the 15-minute radius of this area, has been really good for him. This is all he's known since he was 4 weeks old. He does, and he helps financially as well. He can't be here physically, but he does what he can in whatever way he can. Let's put it that way. He is 16 months now, love it. Hard to believe. Oh, I might need a nap. I feel the same way. Like, I feel like I found out I was pregnant yesterday. It's surreal. When I seen a video was 2 years old from when I announced it, I about cried because where'd that time go? And I'm also sad that because I stayed on stuff the whole time, I didn't appreciate my pregnancy like I should have. I might never have that chance again, and that would kill me to know I missed it. Because when you're in that position, time is, it's either super slow or super fast. And you don't suck in the day. You're not mindful and you're not aware. So I understand, Lauren. That's what I tell myself, love it. And they're having babies older and older. My concern is I'm 36, so I don't know how much longer I'd have to safely have a baby. But DeBrat had one at 48, so maybe I shouldn't be worried yet. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm kind of out of things to talk about today. Tomorrow should be a normal Tarot Live. As always, I always get this in at least one time. Anything that is sent to a pay app, please make sure it is tagged so I know what it's for. We had an issue the other day. I searched for somebody who made a donation. I thought it was a reading. So please keep that in mind. And tomorrow's Thursday, so I'll be here after 12 p.m. Eastern. And also don't forget, that starts Tuesday as well next week. I will, babe. I am here Monday to Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday after 12, Monday and Friday at 11. Thank you, Sammy. When in doubt, DM me, and I can help keep you one track for the time. So, have a good day. I hope y'all in the storm paths brave the storms and make it out all right. Hopefully there's no power loss or damage, and we're all here together tomorrow safely. Okay, thanks.